Africa, South Africa.
Yeah, we've been there.
A bus carrying Easter worshipers falls off a cliff, killing 45 people in South Africa.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Dozens of worshipers died after a bus headed to an Easter conference plunged off a cliff in South Africa's Limpopo province on Thursday. The crash claimed the lives of 45 people and one is seriously injured, the country's transport department said in a statement. The sole survivor is an 8-year-old girl who has been airlifted to the hospital. That's what they're saying.
45 people.
Yeah, the passengers were pilgrims traveling from Gaborone, the capital city of neighboring country Botswana, to a church for an Easter conference. The crash happened in the mountains. Somewhere in the mountains. The bus reportedly caught fire after falling. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Did he take that curve really tight, you think?
Well,
our driver did some crazy
Well, we
driving.
won't talk about that. Efforts are ongoing to recover the bodies of the passengers who were killed, according to the statement. Some bodies are burned beyond recognition, the local department said. Others are trapped inside the debris, and others are scattered along the scene.
Lord Jesus.
I am sending my heartfelt condolences to the families affected by the tragic bus crash. Our thoughts and prayers are with them during this difficult time. We continue to urge responsible driving at all times and heightened alertness as people are on the roads during Easter weekend. Now, we can talk about our own personal experience
in South Africa.
When we went to South Africa, and we decided to go to Kruger Park. To go from Johannesburg to Kruger Park, you have to go through the mountains. And those cliffs, there were no borders or nothing. You was driving right. If you look out the window, you could see the edge. You wasn't no road between you and that thing.
No.
And that guy driving that bus, because we was on a bus.
I thought we were in
a van. Because there was another family there.
Yes.
He was driving so fast.
Yeah.
Around those curves. I just had to sit back and I had to take my mind somewhere else.
Yes.
Because if I didn't, I would have been on pins and needles.
Yes.
The whole ride.
I know.
I said, how do you know? And then he would turn around when you talk to him. How do you know you're not going to, don't ask him nothing.
Talk to him.
Don't ask him anything. I don't want him turning around and looking at nothing.
On the angels to protect us.
He said, we know these roads.
Yes. He got this. Pretty much. He's in his own words. I got this. Don't be nervous.
And I said to the people in the van, I said, what if a rock hit or something?
Yeah. Or another car may come in front.
Because some of the places it wasn't enough to where two people can really pass.
Exactly. One had to go a little bit
over into the mountain area.
That happened in Puerto Rico too. In the
mountains
sure did. In Puerto Rico.
When we was in Puerto Rico, we had to move up to the area of the mountain and then somebody could pass by.
Thank you. Oh.
And it was right on the edge.
Oh, Jesus.
You right. In Puerto Rico, the same thing. But South Africa was worse.
Lord Jesus.
Because he was going around and it was like going in and out of curves. And it was fast.
Yeah, I don't think we were on this. You think? It don't look familiar.
I don't know. My thing is,
but
and we saw kids walking to school. And we asked, how far did they have to walk? He said, they have to walk miles to go to school.
Yeah.
They was coming out of the mountains, going with their uniforms on.
Yeah.
Going to school. These kids today, they're in this country, they don't know what they got.
Yes.
Those kids walk miles to go to school.
Yep.
And then he showed us the houses where they lived in. It was shanties.
He showed us
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
And some of the houses, the best thing in that house was the uniform. The kids, they gave them the uniform.
Oh.
And he said, and they protected with their lives. It's like, that uniform was like, they're way out of there.
Yeah.
So that was gold to them. Their uniform was like precious.
Why Oprah did what she could.
She opened a school in South Africa.
Yes. Well,
so that's why I don't dog out Oprah. I told you, we give her the eye like this.
Yeah.
But I understand. No, she didn't need to open one here. Because these kids here don't walk miles and miles to go to school.
LeBron and them did. So there's people doing that. No big thing.
No, I'm saying that's why they open them up in Africa. People wonder why you do it in Africa and not do it here.
The sad thing about it, you say here versus other countries. Here, you do got a building. Yeah, books is old.
Yeah.
Sometimes the heat breaks. They don't have no.
Some of them don't have nothing.
Building.
So they was walking.
No building.
So he would be driving around this thing, and we see the kids on the side walking, hoping not to get hit, to go to school in their uniforms.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, how many accidents do they have?
Wow.
I wonder if they have more than they've
That's
been
why
reporting.
this was surprising. Yeah.
Well, it was 40 people. I wonder if they have them with less people, and we just don't hear about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. 45 people and then the one little girl. Oh, that's so sad.
But I can't even imagine how they felt
sad.
Going around those cliffs and stuff
at that speed that he was going. He was driving fast around curves like it was nothing.
Like he was on our highway.
Yeah, yeah.
And literally nothing on the side of the truck, the van we was on, and the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember looking and I said, I can't do this. I got to close my eyes.
You just got to meditate and just pray.
And I remember telling you, why didn't we fly? Because you could have flown from Johannesburg to Kruger.
I know.
Park.
We did that to Cape Town, but Kruger, we just felt like we wanted the ride. We wanted the scenery.
We wanted the experience.
Yeah, the journey.
Boy, did we
Not
get
knowing our driver was going to drive crazy
This is the second story that we've told in the last 2 weeks of us being in South Africa and experiencing something, and it went different from somebody else.
Yeah.
The first one was the elephant at the Kruger Park.
One of the
attacking the truck.
He was lifting it up.
And we were looking at the elephants. We was talking to them. Hey, what's going on?
It was a leopard or whatever animal it was. He was injured.
Oh, and we said he ain't gonna live.
Oh, he ain't gonna last. And
his leg was broke.
He was limping.
And I told the guy driving, I said, he's not gonna live. He said he won't survive the night.
No, he won't.
They're gonna pick him
up. And we would hear the lions roar far away, so strong. And we were like, oh, God, protect us.
Then we came to the one where the female lions was protecting a bull or something
that she had already killed.
And they were down in the grass.
Other lions were going around, and she laid over the dead animal, waiting for her cubs to come.
And we could barely see them because they was in the bush. And I told the man, that man was a nut. He was a nut job. I told him, I said, should we be here? The lions are looking at us. And he watching.
You had to tap him on the shoulder. Tour guide, should we start going?
She don't look like she want us here. And I said, and where's the guy at?
And we sensed that.
I said, where's the man? He said, he's around. Well, then why am I here? If he's around.
He thought we wanted to watch.
No, I said, let's get out of here.
Oh my God. It's funny because
I'm looking at all these female lioness. I'm thinking, where's the man at? He says, he's around. What? Why am I here then? If he's looking at me, why am I here?
It's funny because
oh yeah, she talking about my mother talking about the rhinoceros.
When you sat in the Jeep, you can kind of sense
somebody looking at you.
Yeah, the animals that are kind of, and you're like, okay, tap them on the shoulder. It's time to drive away. We're not like those kind of tourists.
No,
we don't want to go see if the male lion is coming to fight the other male, and because we may be in the middle.
What
of it.
I felt was getting ready to happen because those what's them things that everybody hates?
The deers?
No, the laughing hyenas.
Oh, hyenas.
They kept bothering, trying to get to it.
Yeah.
So I felt the lions were mad. Why we need to be here? Let them do whatever they need to do. I'm out of here.
I think people really want to watch how Animal Kingdom is.
No.
To the point where it's like watching TV.
But you're not in here's the thing that people don't understand. You're in an open Jeep.
Yeah.
They could jump in the Jeep and eat you.
Yeah.
My thing is, one day, and I hope it never happens, I hope to God, they're going to sit there and go, why am I guarding this buffalo or whatever this thing is when I can simply jump in that thing and eat all of them?
Well, the guy said, he did say that their animals are smart. So they know, like you were saying, what they had to do something different with the elephant. Animals are smart because they know that the tour guide people have guns. So they know
You can't shoot all of them.
I'm just saying they don't. They don't think about let's all swarm
He
up
didn't
together
say that.
because remember they were fighting each other.
He didn't say that when I asked him.
Well, I thought he said that before.
He said, I asked him. I said, why don't they come and
attack us?
He said, I think they don't know what you are. Like they don't. They're not clear on what you are.
I thought I heard him say, and I thought I heard other tour guys say,
they got a gun.
Yeah, a lot of animals, they figured that gun would take my life. So I'm not coming at them unless it's a danger thing. Like you're saying, the rhinoceros. I can care less about that gun. You're going to hurt my kids.
Right.
So those situations, you're right. But you could be on to something too. I don't know.
Yeah, he said they're not sure what you are.
I don't want them to be there to make
that
sure.
Truck, they don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Is that an ant? What is that? They don't know.
But the one that
but they know to jump up in there and get you. They know who you are.
But you said with the when you showed that video of that elephant lifting up the truck, the people who know animals and know the character, the way they behave, he said that was a punk elephant. Trying to show, I don't want to be in the way of them going.
Question? Now you saying about the gun. Now what if there's some lion that goes, I'll take one for the team. The rest of y'all get in there and get him.
I don't know.
See, that one guy with the bullet ain't gonna save all of us. It was a whole bunch of lioness.
Yeah.
What is one gun gonna do?
She had to protect what was killed for them to come, but the hyenas was like,
nah,
hurry up, we gonna get you too.
Nah, I don't like that.
So it's beautiful to see Animal Kingdom, but I get it though.
Not in that type of truck.
How did we get on that? When we were talking
about we was talking about South Africa.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when we went, we was on our way to Kruger Park to see the animals.
And he was driving crazy like, I don't know if this person was allegedly. They got to do an investigation.
They have to do an
investigation. Was there a
investigation.
situation with the vehicle?
I don't know.
Because they do drive crazy.
My thing is, if he was driving normal, like the way that guy was driving, I always said, what if a rock or something was in there and you hit it? Yeah. You can't
or a flat tire.
Or a flat tire. You can't say what's gonna happen. Oh, so in my opinion, I felt he drove too fast, in my opinion. I felt like and then why don't you have railing?
It looked like, don't they have it?
I don't know.
It looked like they do. But still, you can still hit that railing real hard.
If you're going real fast.
Over. That's so sad.
Isn't
Lord,
that sad?
I pray that they are all with you, Lord.
Another thing.
Except the little girl who's
we've done a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do again. But we've done a lot of stuff that now that I look back, we were stupid.
Me with the stingrays.
You got out with the stingrays.
I can't swim.
And
I'm in 5 feet of water.
And then us going to Venice. The whole city.
I told one of them had stung one of the girls, but it wasn't a bad sting.
In Venice, the whole city is water.
Yeah.
None of us can swim.
We can swim. We had to do boat to
and we on little tiny boats.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
What is wrong with us?
And Croatia, the big waves. The boat was like this. Water was coming in.
And Mama talking about the winds and the waves.
Winds and the waves. They shall obey. And that first wind, she went, whoa. I think she cussed.
No.
She didn't cuss. Okay. I was like, oh, she stopped preaching then. And we went on top of mountains.
So you would hope these people, they were Christian people on their way
they said that they were, they said some religious missionaries or something.
It's sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
All right.
Okay.
I hope that God took their spirit.
Did that happen today?
This week.
Oh, that's sad.
Wendy says terrifying, and then when you got there, you still had to come back. Thank you. We sure did.
I think I was so tired. I had my eyes closed.
At that point, you know what? You do get to a point to where if I die, I just die.
If I perish, let me perish. I'm going to see King Jesus.
But going, no.
I don't want to go that way, though.
I don't want to go that way.
But okay. Go ahead.
All right. So that was that one. So pray for them.
We'll pray for the families.
Again, Baltimore.
This big crash, this boat. They really got to investigate because there was some hazardous materials on that boat too.
It was?
They said it was.
Now, a lot of people are, you know how people always do conspiracy theories and stuff. But they got to remember, this boat, they said was the size of the Statue of Liberty and heavier. So can you imagine the Statue of Liberty running into a bridge? It could knock the bridge down.
As heavy as that statue.
And it could even be a good bridge and it'll still knock it down.
The Statue of Liberty is like a building.
Yeah, it is a building.
I mean, as far as, even though the shape of it. So this boat was that heavy?
It was that heavy.
Oh, wow.
Heavier because it had all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
Now, 2 bodies, the construction workers killed in the collapse of the bridge in Baltimore, have been recovered. Maryland State Police said at a press briefing Wednesday evening that the recovery crews found Alejandro Hernandez Fuentes of Baltimore and Dorlian Costello Cabero, something, of Dunlake, Maryland. So they found them. Okay. Colonel Ronald Butler, superintendent for MSP, said the victims were discovered in a red pickup truck, submerged approximately 25 feet in the river. The vehicle was near the middle span of the bridge, which collapsed after a cargo ship ran into it, but said it ran out of power. Well, we don't know. We've seen. Butler said family members for both victims were notified in person. Now, some people are saying, you know that thing that they keep advertising, that if you ever your car gets submerged in water, you pull this instrument out and it can break your window so you can get out. Mm. There's a piece of a thing, a tool.
You can buy it.
You can buy it, a tool. You get it out your glove compartment, and then you can, or if it's in your glove, whatever. And you have to wait for the water to come all the way up, and then you can use it, and it'll burst the window.
Pressure of it.
The pressure of it.
Wow.
And then you could get out. My thing is, I can't swim. So what is me getting out gonna do? I'm just gonna die anyway.
I'll try to take my chance and just float, hold my breath.
I can't float. You learn how to float.
No, I'm thinking when you just start kicking.
Lenore, that's how you drown, by kicking.
What do you mean? Like,
you need to float or kick. Which one you gonna do?
Well, I'm thinking when you try to go up, don't your body just automatically?
No, it doesn't. Well, I've almost drowned.
You can't swim down there. So
I have almost drowned to where I tried going up and I couldn't.
But I've seen people physically do it in the water, so it's not like you trying to go down with your body. You're going up.
That doesn't work like that.
So you tell me, what other way can your body do to go back up?
All I know, you have to know how to swim.
Underneath the water.
You got to know how to swim.
Don't you have to go up, though, and do...
You still got to know how to swim.
Oh, I will find a way. The Holy Spirit would have to teach me at that moment. That's a miracle. Don't you believe in miracles?
And then the next cut, the video, look, it'll be this cut, what you saying there. And then the next cut, how do I say goodbye? And then I go back to you saying,
Holy Spirit, why you didn't
hold on. I'll go in and out of your video. I'll find a way.
Holy Spirit, why you didn't help me? I would have loved a miracle at that moment. My daughter, it's time for you to come. Jesus was calling.
And then I go back to you talking. But shouldn't your body be able to push up? And
I ain't paying you no mind. Because I'm ready.
And then I have a picture of you. It's so hard to say goodbye.
What others think about it?
If it's both of us, it'll go to me. Hey, I'm just gonna go out.
But you know what? I'm not gonna just sit in the car and go, okay, Lord. Okay, God. All right, Lord. I don't know how to swim. Okay, I'll just sit in the car and wait for a miracle. Stupid.
No, I'm not talking about you saying.
I'm not going out there. I can't swim.
I'm not saying about you saying go out there. I'm saying about you saying all you gotta do is just.
I will be doing what I can and what I remember or what I see people doing.
Anyway, I said all that to say if they found them in the car, they probably couldn't get out. That's why you need that tool.
Yeah, because if you can't get out the car because of the pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard.
So I say all that to say you need that tool. Everybody should have that tool in their car.
So prepping.
That's prepping. That's part of prepping.
That's true.
You need to get that tool so that when you when the water, they say you gotta wait.
Till it fills up?
To the water, on the window. Mm-hmm. And then you use that and
it's the pressure under the water.
It punches that and then it blasts the window open.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I say that to say they found them in the truck. So they could probably swim, but they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
So everybody, you should get that tool.
But you act like with the tool, you still won't go out there because you said you
no.
can't
For me,
swim.
I can't swim.
You just stay in there. And
yeah,
pray,
I'm not
pray,
gonna go.
Lord,
no.
I see you.
Yeah, I said to be. I be.
See?
Yeah,
Okay.
ask God to forgive me of sins I didn't even know I did.
Oh Lord, it don't matter.
But yeah,
okay.
And then the other ones, they can't even find them now.
I think they waited too late, though. From what Mama was saying with the news, they didn't look for them right away because the accident happened, what, 1:30-ish?
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so when you think as quick as you can with the lighting that you have, if they were doing any kind of construction, why couldn't they use that lighting or even more lighting to go as far as they could to get the bodies that may have fallen in? But you wait a whole, how many hours? You've already lost time.
Well, another thing that we found out was the Joe Biden, he said he wanted to push financial money to get that built. This is, they said, the largest port. So America's going to lose millions and millions of dollars every day because this port is down.
Well, one thing they can do is stop giving aid to
Ukraine and Israel. And then the other thing they said was
use it for our country incidents.
Another thing they said is that the police saved people's lives. They said they saw the lights go out on the ship, and they immediately stopped traffic from going on the bridge.
Oh, because more traffic would have been coming.
They said it would have been more cars on that bridge
and backed up because they couldn't go.
Exactly.
Or they may have gone into the water.
They would have gone in the water.
That's
so
beautiful.
They said the police, the ones that did that, deserve a medal of honor because they didn't even know it was going to hit. They sensed something was wrong because the lights went out on that thing and they stopped people from going over that bridge.
Wow.
So they saved a lot of people's lives doing that.
Jesus.
And then the other thing I got out of this story is that some people on the right, Republicans, are morons. Because they found a way to blame Joe Biden for this bridge.
Yeah, Joe was he was the captain of the ship, and he was riding the boat then.
How you gonna politicize?
He broke away from the White House to go to make sure he gets that boat through because there was stuff on there.
They politicize everything. And one of the women who's a Republican, congresswoman or senator, I don't remember what she is. I got to look it up. She was the main person on Fox News blaming Joe Biden, his infrastructure, and saying he needs to do more. She voted against his infrastructure bill twice. And the Republicans voted against the infrastructure bill.
So how can he do more?
So I would think you wouldn't say anything about infrastructure.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
So be quiet.
But I told Mama, because she was mad too about all of the Republicans, if that's who you are, because they represent you guys. If you're Republicans, because we're independent, which is why. But if they're saying, I told Mom, I said it doesn't matter who's in office, unfortunately, because when this September 9/11 happened, they looked at the president. When situations happened with Obama, they looked at the president. So anybody in charge is going to be blamed. There's nothing you can do about it.
It says recovery efforts continue for the 4 construction workers still missing. The victims were from Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. So I wonder, are they going to say something about that? Do you wonder if they're American citizens?
You know, some Republicans are probably saying that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Their families had to be notified. They don't even live in the United States.
Wow.
So
that's sad.
Yeah, very
the fact
sad.
that they're, and the thing is, I hate hypocrisy.
Thank you.
Because you are blaming somebody for an infrastructure that they put out and you didn't approve it.
Thank you.
But then they'll go back and say, that wasn't what we wanted in the infrastructure bill.
Well, just say that then.
We wanted.
Well, say
that's why I didn't vote.
Well, say it then. Don't,
But we know where this all goes,
right.
So it don't matter.
All right, so that's that.
So we're praying for the families.
Yeah, pray for the families.
Being looked for.
What else I got? Oh, the Supreme Court.